I gave blood recently, and you should too if you're able, because it really does save lives.
So I have a 3-day weekend, and I couldn't leave town. My husband left town for work, so I am here with the dogs and the cats. But I had a lot of stuff I needed to do this weekend anyway. My passport is getting ready to expire in June, and shortly after that, we have a trip planned to Europe. So I had to go get a new picture taken and then do the online renewal. So I took care of that yesterday. Did my car registration. I also had to finish a course that I'm taking for work. It's a critical care class to be certified in taking care of patients after they've been through serious trauma. I thought I'd make a little video of just hanging out at the house, doing some things. I'm gonna go pick some produce, make some orange juice. Otherwise, just cleaning, organizing the house is what I've been up to. Check my wildlife cameras because we have citrus trees, and I've been finding evidence of something eating the tangerines. So I wanted to see if I could catch who's been eating the fruit. We have these fruit trees, oranges, and then the little cutie tangerines. Well, I keep finding things like this on the ground. So I decided to set up a wildlife camera, hoping it's not rats.
If you're like me, you might be thinking, where's the two big dogs? They're supposed to be on patrol. Where's security during this citrus heist?
So there's my old passport. Look at some of my stamps. So these were my first trip abroad in Heathrow in 2016. That's what I got the passport for. My mom and I went to England and Ireland with my aunt and uncle for my cousin's graduation. And we planned the trip for like, I don't know, at least a good 6 months. And at that time I lived in Florida. I was in an apartment by myself, and this trip really gave me something to look forward to. This is probably what completely changed my life too, because I'd been in that job living in Florida for 5 years. Once I got back from this trip, I just realized it showed me how much I was just unhappy and didn't want to live there anymore. Give travel nursing a try. And it was terrifying, but I flew out to California, got my nursing license, and took a job out here, my first travel job. Got to visit my son along the way. I drove out, and that was a really fun trip. But yeah, this is kind of the trip that started the life change for me. It showed me that I needed to shake things up. So here we went to London, 2016. While we were there, then we bopped over to Ireland. It was my very first trip ever to Ireland. That was also life-changing because that's, my, I think 96% of my 23andMe shows that I'm from right here. And then while we were on this trip, I also took the Eurostar and spent a day in Paris. That was also life-changing. It was so beautiful. I've never been back. I think I had about a 10-hour stay, and I don't even remember how many miles I clocked on foot. It was a beautiful trip, and I loved every second of it. October 2019. Oh, this was a trip to Iceland. A travel nurse friend and I went to Iceland on that, was it like Now airline or Wow airline? It was like a purple themed cheap airline to go to Iceland, and it was all the rage then. Everybody was doing it. Every girl had the rainbow pictures on Instagram. Oh, this is Cambodia, December 2018. I met my husband May 2018, and December 2018, right after Christmas, we decided let's take a trip somewhere warm. And we decided on Cambodia because I'd heard in my travel nurse travels, I knew a few people that had gone to Cambodia and said it's fantastic. It's a lot like Thailand, but you can live like kings and queens for like $50 a day. And no lie, that was a great trip, and it was kind of fun for a new relationship. We had a good time. We did islands and Siem Reap and Angkor Wat. Like that was a really great trip. You can't be a litter bug. You gotta pick up.
I know, I gotta get this trash.
Monkey just jacked James' breakfast. Oh my god.
Yes, you stole my breakfast.
There, you can get it now. Dude. 16th of March 2024. Oh, my husband and stepdaughter and I did a trip to Ireland 2 years ago, and we met my son there. My husband's birthday is St. Patrick's Day, so we went for his birthday because they throw him a giant parade there. Istanbul, I'm making a habit out of that. What do we got here? Oh, Tbilisi. These are my Georgia stamps. Going to my son's wedding, and then in December going back to take care of him because he got hurt. But yeah, that's my little decade of travel. Not a ton, but now I'm getting a new passport with a 10 years older face. Get access to all this fruit on the roof. And little turds have been up here eating them too. Yeah, get those oranges. Look at all that. Oh, all those tangerines I can still get.
We honestly got so lucky when we bought this house. We knew there were citrus trees on the side, but we had no idea that they were going to be such a highlight. The tangerines are so good. My coworkers begged me to bring bags of them to work, and right now I'm trying to hustle and bring them because it's starting to get warm and they're going to start to go bad. But the oranges are so good, and I make my husband orange juice after Christmas and most of the spring. This is our flowering pear tree. It's so pretty, and the bees are buzzing like crazy. But it is starting to turn into spring here in Northern California. So I've got some trips planned that I want to do. This was just a weekend that I was at home and decided to play around, practice making videos.